Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 21, I believe. 21 of our Modern Greece Skulltooth campaign. Been a really fun campaign. We are taking on Planet Nation once again with our army led by Baldig. He's got a pretty sweet army. Iron Guts, lots of Crushers, Lead Belchers, and several Bruisers. 4 Bruisers. Lots of heroes. So it's going to be pretty good. I don't know how auto-resolve is close victory for us, because we are just going to annihilate everything here, so let's go do that. Alright guys, we have another battle that we had to fight manually because auto-resolve hates lead belchers for some reason. So off the bat, we have the main Skaven army and part of the garrison. Over on this side, we've brought only our mobility to deal with them. And the Skaven reinforcements that are coming on this side, we have left all of our less mobile units, all of our Iron Guts, our Lead Belchers, along with our Firebelly, Hunter, and Butcher. But it's going to be a slaughter over here. They really don't have anything that can even put up a fight. They have some Rattling Guns and Warp Fire Throwers and like weapons teams and artillery, but very, very quickly, not going to matter. We didn't quite get some of our charge off with some of our units, but we'll get them now. We're just going to push right through. Tyrant takes a fair amount of firepower, though. Yeah, but just very quickly, Crushers are going to push through all the Skaven infantry to shut down all of those ranged weapons teams, and they're not going to stand a chance anymore. We have 4 Bruisers in this army, so we just have characters galore, and Ogre characters are very hard to kill, even the spellcasters. So it's just like, yeah, look at all these catapults and everything just crumbling over here very, very quickly. Crusher's just annihilating them. I'm super fond of these guys. Except for these are our Bruisers, so they're only on moored things right now. But our other army over this side, there's the death of the enemy Skaven Lord on that side, and we decide to wait for the reinforcements, because we want to kill them off as much as we can. We're going to get them right as they come on the battlefield, get some nice shots off with our Lead Belchers. They do decide to throw down Ash and Clindstone that does do damage to some of our guys, so it's going to hurt them a little bit, but yeah. Mostly just Skaven slaves again, some Storm Vermin, and some Night Renders and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. Very, very quickly, we are just stomping them. Big burning head. Just going to annihilate some of these Skaven. They did try to sneak some Skaven's spears through, but we decided to throw our Hunter into the midst so they can't get on our Lead Belchers, so they can just keep firing the entire time. Which they are just annihilating them. And our Hunter will put up a pretty good fight against this Warlord, but over on this side, yeah, units just getting slaughtered by our Iron Guts. Their bonus force infantry really coming in handy. Over on the far side, we have routed the entire Skaven army, except for a few units just barely coming back. Some of the Rattling Guns, Skaven Slaves, and yeah, more Skaven Slaves. But we do send a few units just to finish them off for good. We're going to try to bring the rest of our guys over here and help if need be. But very, very quickly, the Skaven are just getting grounded off just from the massive amounts of damage they're taking in quick succession. Last little bits of their reinforcements come down to the battlefield, but immediately just getting blown away by the Lead Belchers. And Iron Guts, just that team up is just too much to handle. The Skaven Warlord retreats, and with that, we are victorious. Divide and conquer. Those guys had no chance. We lost one guy, and I think that was a Lead Belcher, probably from Friendly Fire, actually. Okay, for this army, we've brought our income up a fair amount, but we're still not crazy. I think we've got plenty of meat, so let's just take, actually, it's only 500 gold. We'll take 190 meat, that's quite a bit, so. And we've taken out pretty much all of those Skaven armies. One did escape through the port, which is kind of annoying, which he might actually come and try to attack at the port. He's level 15. I'm trying to remember what level the Graceers get their Screaming Bell Mount at. But, Oh, we have Nakai over here as well. Interesting. I didn't notice that. So what we're going to do, we're just going to do an ambush because I can't catch this guy this turn. I think because the garrison is going to be weak and there's not very many units here, he'll try to attack, and that'll be good for us. We can wipe that guy out for good. And we got one of our bounties done too. Sweet. We got some big names. Let's get these done real fast. Okay, Iron Guts are rank 6, so they're pretty close to hitting rank 7. Richly reward gives them armor, leadership, and weapon strength. Sure.
No one else touch it.
Hunter, we're gonna save your points until you hit rank 12. Our bruisers, though, let's get. Ooh, we can get their. We can get their career options now. I definitely want. Actually, how many of them hit level 14? Okay, only this one did. So I'd like to get a Ironhide eventually for them, but since we already have one in another army, let's do something else that we haven't done. So the Drunkard we've done, the Smelter Gut. I'm trying to remember what he does. I think he buffs armor for and damage for nearby units. Bodyguard. That's not great since we have a Mounted Lord. Merc Captain we've done. Pit Fighter, Soul Sword. Let's do a Smelter Gut to start off with. And what do they get from being a Smelter Gut? He gets Weapon Smith. Okay, so we can buff someone's weapon damage for a good amount of time. He gets armor, so he gives missile resistant melee defense to nearby units. That's pretty good. Guardian he gets because he's a bruiser, I believe. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. This guy just barely hit level 12, so let's just get the ones that I want here, and then we'll save. No, let's get Lucky Nobblers for the physical resist, and let's get Sword Nobblers as well. Firebelly, spend another point in Burning Head, get Evasion. But for our Ogre Paymaster, what do you want to do? This gives him armor and armor piercing damage, recruit rank, or campaign movement range and vigor loss reduction for the army. Let's do the blue line first, actually. Miss Hunter, let's do hit points. Okay, we're probably going to lose this. Yeah, I'd like to deal with Nakai before he becomes too much of a problem. Because, is this Xiaoming's last settlement?
I understand.
Oh, it's his last settlement. Oh, that's really, really bad. Because once he's dead, then the Dark Elves are going to come right after us. Okay, so we might have to go and help save Xiaoming, maybe. He might just die before we get there, though. But it's good to know there's an Nakai army coming that way, so I can worry about that. But for our other armies, Greasus is just going to try to get a ambush, because we didn't have enough movement range to come down here, actually, and get to those settlements. But Glen Rictus, Church Craven Tell has come back, and he did recruit some units globally, which is annoying. But we'll deal with him eventually. If we can take his last settlement, then he'll be forced to attack somewhere, so he doesn't take attrition. I think we can send one of these guys there eventually. This guy's... Oh, maybe this guy. He'll deal with it after he deals with Rebellion. That's right. But let's spend the little bit of money we gained from those battles. Velvet Titan. Sure, we'll spend some money to actually use our growth that's accumulated. Carrick Azorn. Oh no, we want to do the... where did I just do that? Let's upgrade Carrick Azorn and get the landmark here. And is there anything else we can spend a little bit of money on? I don't want to spend money on growth buildings, though. Dark Cold. Demon Stump. Demon Stump's probably safe. We'll upgrade the money reduction there. I'm curious what Treft is going to do, whether he's going to try to ambush us, because he's got a few decent units now. Oh. We must have lost our trade agreement when he lost his capital, so... Yep, okay, we get to see what's in the army, though. Saurus, Croxagores, Pterodon Riders. Okay, pretty good units, but it's not a full army, so we should be able to deal with it. I did lose an army down there, though, so I need to... Ah, of course. Yeah, we have to fight this, or else... Yeah, if we fight it, we have a chance of coming out alive still. If we auto-resolve it, we're dead for sure.
There's gold in this for us, if we kill that lot properly first.
Give an ambush, of course. Because of how our army's composition is made up, all of our Nobblers start by themselves, and all the Ogre Bulls in the back by themselves as well, but that's actually not terrible, because it's going to let us be able to get on some of these Skaven Save Slingers and stuff with some of our faster units. Gutter Under Slingers are a little bit nastier, though. But these aren't the Clan Eshin version, so their armor piercing is not nearly as bad, but Ogre Bulls don't have a lot of armor to start with, so it's not going to really matter in this battle. But Warp Fire Throwers and Rattling Guns coming up on our flanks. We have been able to get down and get a lot of their units into melee, but very quickly the Chieftain and Tretch are going to come after our Paymaster. Tretch is anti-large, so he just wrecks anything he gets in contact with. He has really, really good melee stats. He does poison, he does magic damage, so he can bypass any physical resist. And the Paymaster doesn't have great armor compared to a Tyrant. He's more of a hybrid support character, but over here, battle's going pretty poorly. These Ogre Bulls just get annihilated by the combination of these Gutter Under Slingers and the Rattling Guns. Very, very quickly lose almost all of their HP. This side we're not doing too bad. We have caught a lot of the Skaven Slingers and been able to catch them and tie them down. So we're going to keep trying to chase off as many as we can. We knew this was a losing battle, but it's all about doing damage and try to keep as many of our units alive as possible, because if you fight ambushes manually and you're not in march stance, you have a chance to survive, which is why we did that instead of auto-resolving it. But yeah, these Rattling Guns just absolutely annihilating all the Noblars, Ogre Bulls, whatever they can get their hands on. Ogre Chieftains also, I've been very impressed with them throughout this campaign. They have proved to be a menace. We did pull our Paymaster back, try to get some more support for these units, and primarily to get him away from Tretch and the Chieftain, because they really like to target him down. And we're trying to keep him alive as long as possible to maintain the leadership of the other troops, but units getting routed off. Warp Fire Throws, big volley. They do hit their own clan rats a little bit, which is not terrible. On this side, we have routed off a lot of units. These Skaven Slingers decide to come back, though, so we are chasing this other one off, but they're going to come and get a couple volleys off. But over here, these Ogre Bulls have trapped these Gutter Runners against the map, and that's going to be a little bit of a drag-out fight. Ogre Bull's stats not great against this game right there, so it's not a winning battle. But some of our units do finally come back from routing. We're going to try to get on top of these weapons teams very, very quickly. The Skaven are already prepared for that. Just destroy these guys before we can even get close. Paymaster took a lot of damage very, very quickly from some of these spears and the combination of Tretch and the Chieftain. Not much we can do. But Rattling Guns are always fun to watch. Yeah, and very, very quickly, our army is just being torn to shreds. The Paymaster comes back barely any HP. He's got a little over 1,000, but he's probably just around 10% HP, so he's not going to last long. We have finally dealt with a lot of these units. Those Gutter Runners actually got routed off the map. And so we're going to try to pull these Ogre Bulls to come back for one last hurrah. But all of our units that had a chance to get on the Rattling Guns get shot off the map. Yeah, not a whole lot we could do there. Tried our best to damage. Ooh, Almost killed a few units, but we'll see whether we get to retreat into range of the city, though. Okay, we're not close enough to the city, I don't believe, but he didn't have enough movement range. Ooh, yeah, we'll trade with Ogre. But he didn't have enough movement range to actually finish us off, which is great. Because that means we can retreat this army into the settlement. He can heal up. Nope, no peace. And recruit some more units. Okay, what did our bounties turn out to be? Forest of Gloom. No, I'm not going to bother with that one. Ashridge Mountains, we're going to do anyway. And this one to capture Jinwu, we might do. I think what we should do, we should probably take Shangwu, though, and gift it to Xiaoming, I believe. I think that would be... Oh, there's Nakai the Wanderer, too. He's going to be a pain. Because Ogres are really good against infantry, but against monsters, we don't have amazing tools. We do have some great weapon crushers, so they should do alright. Okay, we can't reach this guy, but he's on the other side, actually. So let's go after Jinwu, since that is one of our bounties. Is it raise or sack it? Capture and occupy. Okay. I have to fight that battle too, but... Camp up here is pretty well protected. Decisive victory, sweet. Oh man, Blood Belchers really hate fighting this game in auto-resolve. That's like the 5th time. Okay, we need to occupy it. I'm gonna sack it though. So we should have enough movement to occupy it still. So we get the bounty completed. This guy, let's start to give him some better tools. Let's get some Noblars locally. Actually, no, what we're going to do is going to get Noblar Forsaken Warriors globally, because they only take 1 turn and they're really good units. This guy can come back and deal with Nakai, probably. Leveling him up right now. Let's... yeah, put more point into... Actually, no. Tools of Destruction just gives us a minuscule amount of missile damage for our Lead Belchers, so instead, let's go down the blue line.
This'll do the trick.
Yeah, I don't know why Lead Belchers get so crapped on in auto-resolve. Okay, a Hunter is at level 12. Let's get Beastmaster. That gives Frenzy to any of the units that we could get later, like Yetis or some of the higher tier monsters. Right now it's not going to do anything, but that's okay. Our Bruiser gets stuck in Icehead, that's great. Alright, these guys have almost hit rank 14, so they can get their career option, but in the meantime we're just going to give them larger gut plate for more armor and leadership. Firebelly. Ooh, Firebelly hit level 10. Yeah, scouting's pretty good. We should look at magic items too, I think, since it's been a while. Okay, Bullgut gives him armor piercing damage, and charge bonus. I think we'll just give him a ward save item instead. Flame Pavis, I don't really care for them, so we're going to merge 2 of them. Obsidian Blade is pretty good. Weapon strength and armor piercing damage. I think most of the Ogre characters have pretty good armor piercing damage. We'll stick it on we'll stick it on our Hunter actually, for now. But looking at some of the other items, yeah, Bullgut. Bullgut will be good on a Hunter, actually, because once he's on his Stonehorn, that charge bonus will be really nice. Okay, for Some of these common armors, though, they're not great, so we're going to fuse some of them. 2 potion of healing, okay. Scroll of power, 1 of jet, let's get rid of you. Talisman of endurance is pretty good. We'll stick that on our hunter. Other swords, you have the tenderizer, which is actually really good actually for a common item. Gives you 50% damage. I'm going to keep that one, even though we have this one that I don't really like. But Talisman of Preservation, let's stick that on our Tyrant. Oh, no, he has Greedy Fist, which increases cooldowns for enemies. Yeah, so we'll stick it on one of his bruisers. We've got Obsidian Amulet for spell resists. Not fantastic. We'll stick it on the Butcher. Then Crown of Command. Oh, let's reset this so that everything appears correctly, since we fused some items. Potion of Healing. Crown of Command is actually not bad. But let's use the Potion of Healing, hope we get something better. The Trickster Shard is not bad. If we fight stuff with spell resist, which Lizardmen do have some if I remember right. So let's stick that on. Yeah, keep that on our Butcher. Terror and... yeah, neither of these are great, so fuse that one. Ogre Blade's not bad. Give it to a Bruiser. Oh, why didn't our... he did good. Okay, we have another one. Okay, that's why. Let's stick that on a different... sure. I think that's kind of all the items, I think. So instead, let's look at Incendiaries. Cannibal Totem is pretty good. Melee attack and weapon strength is very nice. This reduces attrition, which might come in handy. But let's do Gleaming Pendant for the leadership. Scarecrow Banner. The Scarecrow Banner might not be bad since we're going to fight Lizardmen. We do have some flying units with Pterodons. Brewers, just control. Cave Painter. Ooh, that's experience gain. Let's stick that on. Because this guy already has one. No, he has Pit Fighter. Okay, let's take Noble Inventor, give him Cave Painter so he can level up really, really fast with 2 of those experience items. And we'll give another one to one of our... okay, that was the last one, actually. Well, this can only go on a Lord, a Tyrant, or... okay, let's... do we have another Tyrant that's... that's a Camp Tyrant. I think you already have one. Yeah. That's about good on those. Let's move on over here. Royals should be able to take care of Gate Peaks. There was a Skaven army there earlier, but I believe they got wiped out by Thorgrim. Okay. Pyrrhic victory, but no casualties, so we'll take the auto-resolve on that one, because we should be okay. Shouldn't be too scary right now. We can sell this to Thorgrim if we feel like it. It does have a pasture, which gives us... oh, it gives mass faction-wide? Ooh, okay, we're probably going to keep that. Let's level up the Slaughter Master now. Let's get extra ingredients, and then we'll start going down some of the redline skills. Our Hunter, get some of his unique skills. Okay, I think... do we need... I don't think I need this secondary army to stay with Greasus. What we're going to do is that we're going to trade some of the better units over to Big Chungus' army, and I don't think I need as many saber tusks there anymore. And I feel that should be pretty good. He's going to go help take Ashridge Mountains, and he can help deal with this rebellion if it comes to that. Let's see what the auto resolve's like here. Yeah, we'll take that. And you're going to take the heal, because you two are going to meet up and take Treacher's Last Settlement. And then you guys can come help fight Tretch up there if we need you to. Although, yeah, we'll keep these two guys alive for now. And then we'll get rid of one of them once we take the settlement. This guy's just going to retreat into the settlement, and let's give him... Got all of our global recruitment going right now, so let's just give them more Noblars because they're cheap and they can be pretty useful at fighting this Skaven just because they have so many units. Camp Tyrant, let's do Monteith. Down here, let's take Spike Peak finally. There are Savage Orcs. I usually just kill these factions off, the random ones that just spawn, because they always come back to bite you in the butt if they don't. Okay. Is there a third army? There's a small third army within the settlement, but it's only 2 Storm Vermin and a Grey Seer. We actually still get the auto-resolve victory with that, which is surprising. Because looking at this, the garrison's not bad. This Queek's army's not bad either. It's lots of infantry, not lots of anti-large though. Some rattling guns, artillery, and then this one's actually decent. Yeah, so I'm very surprised. We'll bring the other army in to reinforce. Hopefully he can get close enough. I might have to march. This guy's immortal though, and all of his heroes are immortal. So it's not the worst if he does get ambushed by himself and get killed off, but we're going to bring him in. Greasus, together they should be able to take this. Pick victory, we lose 1 unit of Noblars. It's actually not bad. Let's look at the map first to decide if we want to fight that one. Because all of these guys, basically the big issue guys, are all reinforcements. So if we can, yeah, I think we can fight this and take care of them. We have Greasus leading his army, which is almost completely the same that it has been since the start. The other thing we have replaced are the Noblars. We have Forsaken Noblar Warriors now. These guys are pretty good. They're part of the mod, the Chaos Ogres mod. They get pretty decent armor. They get 63 armor, good leadership, pretty decent melee stats, and a fair amount of armor piercing. We do get poison attacks from our Pig Barter landmark, but very quickly we're just going to try to get into position. There's 2 Skaven armies that are reinforcing. They both have about a minute left. We did move our reinforcements over here, but it's going to take about 3.5 minutes for them to show up, so maybe not in time. In the meantime, though, we're sending our Ironhide Bruiser to go and attack the Grey Seer, keep him occupied for a little bit. Along with our Hunter, getting a big charge on these Storm Vermin, try to wear them down a little bit. It's all about buying us time until we can get to position, hopefully get a lot of these Skaven as they come onto the battlefield, divide and conquer, as I call it. But over here, Bruiser actually not doing too bad, but he does charge right into this Storm Vermin Halberd, so it charges very, very quickly. You can just see them start to delete his HP. Luckily, I did notice it pretty quickly, so we're going to try to pull him out in just a second, but not a great spot for him. Hunter, on the other hand, fighting just mostly stuff that doesn't have anti-large, so not going to do a lot. But yeah, the Bruiser gets out of the way. Over here, though, we have the hordes of the Skaven coming. Lots and lots of units, lots of infantry, lots of Storm Vermin in particular, and Plague Monks. But we get a big burning head going through all that Skaven infantry. Just melting them. It won't do as much damage as the Storm Vermin because of their armor. But Plague Monks it will absolutely annihilate. Lots of units over here. But right off the bat, we have a duel between Bragg the Gutsman and Queek. Which Bragg the Gutsman get a little bit distracted by the Skaven slaves and Plague Monks and stuff like that. But we have our Broadsider. He's putting off pretty good shots from those Stormborn with halberds. We did try to do that to weaken them since they're one of our counter units. Big volley, that one doesn't hit quite as much, but we do pull the Hunter and the Einhorn back to come and support on this side. Because there are lots and lots of units. Bragg does get distracted along with Greasus. So Queek decides to pick on our Butcher of the Great Maw right here. And Queek is excellent at dealing damage to characters. He's pretty good charge bonus, high weapon strength, and he does a lot of damage, lots of armor piercing. So just very quickly, hits going off very quickly. You just see the health bar of our Butcher just going down very, very quickly. But we have held the Skaven at bay for now. This side is pretty much done all we could hope for. The Skaven have been taken out as soon as they get on the battlefield. On the side, though, the original Skaven army, that is a little bit more ragtag, not a whole lot of high tier units. We've taken out the Stormborn with halberds. But they get on top of our Forsaken Nobbler warriors and our Ogre Bulls with Iron Fist. Able to do a fair amount of damage. Yeah, look at that side. Our Butcher just very, very quickly gets taken out by Queek. Almost dies. He does have regeneration, so he's going to heal a little bit as he goes throughout the battlefield. But Skaven units still coming on. They have several units to the left. Our reinforcements get here in about 15 seconds. But there we do a big overcast of the Maw. Just wrecks all those Storm Vermin and Plague Monks. Does lots and lots of damage. Really, really fun spell. We didn't really have any Nobblers over here, so that's why I decided to use it. But over here, our Ogre Bulls and our Nobblers and Chaos Ogres not doing fantastic. But, again, once no other big use of the Maw, gonna just decimate all those Skaven. Like, look at the kills just rack up on that Butcher. Big chunks of damage to all that Skaven infantry. And on this side, almost all of the reinforcements have come into the battlefield. Our reinforcements finally arrive. All the Skaven units routing for the most part. Some have just barely remained on the battlefield. Queek has been taken out by Bragg due to his execution ability. Really, really fantastic. And the Skaven are done for. Alright, as good as that went, a lot of good units still survived. We actually did take out Queek, which is awesome. But we do need to watch out because this army survived and this army will get a new lord. So we're going to loot and occupy this. And the reason I'm making sure we occupy is because our army here is in march stance and I don't want them to get killed off. So what we're going to do is that we're going to take Greasus out. And this guy will march into the settlement, that way he can't be ambushed. And Greasus can take an ambush if that happens. We got so much meat from that battle though. Almost 7,000 with Greasus, almost 5,000 with this guy. I think we're just maxed out on camps too. Because I think we're getting a new camp very soon with our technology. Maybe we already got it. I'll have to see. Where's one of our armies that can drop a camp? Then I'll know for sure. Okay, we have an empty camp actually. That's awesome. Do we want to put one over here? Because we have one in this area. We have one over here. But yeah, I think that's actually not bad. We'll do one on this side. We'll drop this guy that's already at level 4 for this camp tyrant. And he is at tier 3, which is great. Speaking of camps, this one is completely maxed out, so I don't need to worry about that one anymore. This camp, however, still has a lot to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to transfer a bunch of meat from Greasus' army. Because he's got a billion. We want to go to the Tower of Gorgoth map. Let's give him like 2,000, I think. And that should hopefully be enough to get almost everything that we can get right now, at least. Yeah, and he still has about 500 left. So that's good. This camp is just waiting to hit tier 5. This camp is already tier 5, yeah, so we just want to transfer a bunch of meat over to this one as well with Greasus. So we want to go to the Hanuport camp. I don't want to give too much right off the bat because I don't know whether this camp is going to survive very long, so I'm going to be a little bit more cautious with it. I am giving it stuff I normally wouldn't. We can get rid of the Nobbler one, just because I expect this camp to actually be attacked at some point, so I'm trying to be a little bit more cautious with what I give there.
Someone better keep us sweet.
But I think that'll be good. Yeah, this guy can go deal with Nakai. His army should be good enough to deal with that. This Firebelly, let's level him up. Let's get magic reserves. Oh, this guy actually has like no magic. I shouldn't have done that. That's okay. You two are gonna deal with Tretch. Can I just march? Yeah. Yeah, let me see. You should be able to attack next turn. This guy can march and get in range, I believe. But we'll give him casualty replenishment stuff. Grease is at level 41. Awesome. I don't think we're too worried about missile resist anymore. He's got so much HP that it doesn't really matter most of the time. Let's just keep going down the red line. So we've got big eaters, or best eaters. That buffs are man eaters and iron guts that are in the army right now. We still have a lot of lower tier units. But I do plan to get some crushers, because I actually really do like crushers, but we'll get that afterwards. Let's do rally first. Firebelly, I believe everything. I think all the heroes in this army are on automatic except for this Bruiser. Let's give him Lucky Nobblers for the physical resist. Oh no, once we hit level 30, then I turn them on auto sign. But for now, we'll do replenish troops because this guy might join a different army eventually. This Bruiser, let's give him Sword Nobblers. Brag. Physical resist. Oh, you have one more skill. And draw to slaughter. Yeah, that's weapon strength. Yeah, that's all pretty good. Weapon strength, speed, and charge bonus. A broadsider. Let's give you lucky nobblers for physical resist and sword nobblers.
The overtime.
Okay, Karakazul, let's spend silver money and growth there. Black Crag is doing alright.
I am the tenderizer.
Bitter Bay. Gonna get another rebellion eventually, so let's use that growth and try to build this stuff up first. Let's get... how much corruption is there? There's actually not a lot. There's 8 in total, and we're doing -3. So if we did this at max, it would give us +2. So it still wouldn't be enough by itself, but we can get another one here. So we'll do that. Spike Peak. Do casualty replenishment right now? I think we're maxed anyway. Oh, we already have that one. Yeah, so let's do gold. Gorlius Gold. Anarose Tomb. Which is a Vorag, Pig Barter. Okay, we can do some stuff over here that's going to make us more money. Let's upgrade the Sentinels. And that's almost all of our gold. We can get a money laundering scheme in 2 turns, and we can use that one of Thorgrim's settlements. Ooh, we took Krezakrak back. Oh, I guess we already had one there. Okay, that's fine. Beric Var, we could also look and see how much that's going to make. Okay, that makes a lot of money per turn. So we definitely want to do it there once we get access to it in 2 turns, though. But, oh, he's at level 30, so let's do Mentor, and we'll switch you over to Auto Sign. Because I believe the other ones are already on Auto Sign, yep. All right, I think that's everyone we wanted to move. And we'll just see what happens over the intern. No, I should be checking diplomacy every turn too to see if we can get a confederation with one of the other legendary lords. Need to keep an eye. Oh, underwood interception, that's good. That means we can just deal with that army right now. Let's do that. You've got a lot of meat, so let's take the money. Tretch. No, if he wants to attack us, he can. I mean, say we're in a settlement now with most of our stuff, so I don't think he'll be able to beat us in a settlement. But I do need to watch out for that camp, though. Because he might come for the camp since it doesn't have an army to defend it right now. Yeah, okay, he does actually besiege it. Good to know. We'll pick up. Yeah, we'll pick up right where we left off right now in episode 22. Thank you guys so much on Warhammer. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you guys next time.